notifications. So it's good to see that many people showed back up, but it's a shame that we're not going to get to see the games that we could have seen. We got Player-1 versus Jose here. The Pichu versus the Diddy Kong. This is going to be a very interesting one to see. I imagine that it's going to be either very measured or very scrambly. But wow, catching that rocket launcher, no jump, and that's just a difficult place to be. Great from Jose. %, the next throw will kill, so we've got to be a little bit scared if we're Jose here. You want to maintain this advantage, use your rage, try to get some percentage stacked up before you lose the stock. But Player-1 is not falling for it. He's playing smart, he's playing measured, playing distant, and not trying to force this kill. Really measured play from both opponents here. And wow, the banana peel throw into the up tilt, it's going to take it. Ooh, the combos. And we're at an even game now suddenly. Very interesting to see this matchup because the neutral game never lasts for very long. All it takes is one in from either character, and they're both so mobile and have so many options on both the ground and in the air that it can switch hands at any moment. And that is what we're seeing, a lot of back and forth. Trying to keep the distance, trying to throw out some stray hits on the side of Player-1 to put your opponent in disadvantage. Because right now, that's kind of what you need to be able to do, is keep your opponent on the disadvantage. The scramble is not the best place to be. Diddy Kong with the up smash out of shield, and then Pichu with plenty of options for movement and for disjoints, as well as advantage on... Ooh, what a catch. Advantage on the aerials. Back air to catch it. Keeping the Thunder Jolts on distance, it's interesting to see the different angles because Banana Peel is going to cover obviously that horizontal and direct vertical angle, but then you have the diagonal angle from Jose's Thunder Jolts coming out. If you are Player-1 here, you want to force... Oh, wow. What a down smash to catch the tech there. But if you're Player-1 here, you want to be able to force your opponent exactly right onto the ground so that you can get the banana peels into the up smashes to get the kills, or even if they're, if they're Pichu, you have even more options than just the up smash and how light they are. A lot of what we're seeing here is Jose trying to stick to the air, trying to stick to that diagonal area, because if you're directly beneath your opponent, you're going to get tripped up by the banana peel into that combo that we just saw there. You want to get back in the air if you're Jose here, because Player-1 is going to want to stick on the ground. Player-1's going to want to keep that movement going. But wow, what a forward smash to catch Jose out and give Player-1 game one. Wildly back and forth game. But thank God I am no longer casting alone. This has been stressful, and my voice is gone.
Well, I've come to save the day. Let me just make sure I get this mic nice and close. All right.
Maybe a little further away.
A little further away. I'm kind of eating on it a little bit too much.
I think they upped the volume of it yesterday, and so I watched the stream back, and I was yelling.
Gotcha. So I didn't catch the first game.
It was just back and forth. What the theme of this game is a lot of trying to force your opponent into the distances, or rather the angles that you want them to be at. So Player-1 on the Diddy Kong wants to be either right beneath. Oh wow!
What a good
really
catch.
catching that out, but what a recovery as well.
Yeah.
Try to get back on stage. But yeah, when you're Player-1, you want to be either directly beneath your opponent, especially in the case of platforms, or you want to be directly beside them to catch them with a banana peel.
And yeah, speaking of platforms, we got a counter pick here to FD. Obviously going to be great for combos. Kind of don't have those platforms to mix things up.
Yep, and if you're Jose here, this is exactly what you want. You want to have options to throw your Thunder Jolts at that diagonal angle to keep that spacing for yourself and force the advantage state using the Thunder Jolts. But this is where you don't want to be, which is at severe disadvantage against player
making
one.
it work though with the down B. Really kind of some creative uses, like just doing it off stage at kind of the right time to mess up Diddy card's ledge guard. So very nice.
Whoa. Oh wow, what a forward smash to catch it. And advantage player one on the stock. Obviously, Pichu has plenty of options, especially with the aerials, to catch at this type of percentage on the edge of Final Destination to take out player one. But the damage is racking up 48% already. I mean, depending on the move, that's basically kill percentage.
A little bit of a double down B there. It didn't quite work out, but let's see if this ledge guard works.
Ooh,
Diddy only has so many options, and Diddy's going to recover a little bit high there, and the side tilt's going to catch it.
Yeah, that was a good one to even it back up. But 89% is definitely kill percentage for most moves if you're Diddy Kong against Pichu. And so trying to get back to stage, not keep this disadvantage for too long. You want to get your game plan back in where you can space yourself out with your Thunder Jolts, because this is the worst spot to be on this counter pick stage, is off stage.
Yeah, and Diddy has so many options because not only can Diddy put down the banana in a location where it's hard to recover, Diddy's tilts have so much active frames. You can get the 2 frames and just reading a roll and up smash there. That was beautiful.
Yeah, the raw up smash coming out just a little too fast for Jose to react to. And we're at a full stock lead and rising on the side of player one.
Oh, and that was a nice, just throwing the banana out there, and that hit him. Try and convert off that with a back air. Not able to convert. Kind of reset neutral here. A little bit of scramble situation. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, this is a difficult place to be if you're Jose. You're wanting to force these kills. You're wanting to force the damage to rise so you have more kill options, and you definitely want to hold the advantage state here. Wow, what a down smash.
Read.
Catch the roll. Looked like it could have been a forward smash, and player one was going to recover from that, but the down smash choice was a good one.
Of course, Pichu too, as the game goes longer and you're throwing out those T-Jolts, you're taking damage, so you're constantly just making it easier and easier for that next Diddy Kong move to kill you. Very tough. Yeah,
that's very tough. All of your moves dealing damage to yourself, especially on your last stock at 113% and rising. This is going to be a real uphill battle for Jose. He's going to have to deal a lot of damage to himself to be able to even take out player one, but it won't matter anyways. The down smash catches it.
Down smash taken it. Of course, Pichu can kind of cheese some stocks with some off-stage shenanigans. Definitely could get a gimp. Able to bring it back. An uphill battle, like you said. Didn't happen that game. Now we're going into game 5. I'm assuming he's going to run it back.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if he wants to keep some platforms in play. Okay. Yep, like Town and City.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to pressure those angles that you want to, those diagonal angles on FD, just because being able to jump over the T-Jolts and having the banana peel to catch like an aerial follow with the T-Jolts is a scary place to be as Pichu. So you want to have some more vertical options as well as some more recovery options. But Diddy Kong also likes the stage, so I'm not exactly sure which way this is going to go. This is going to be a tough one.
Some good stuff already. A little combo for about 40%.
Yeah, this is looking good. Yeah, we want to be able to use these platforms to get some spacing on the stage. Move around, use your super great aerials on the side of Pichu anywhere in the air. That's the idea. Keep your opponent away from the airspace.
Jose in advantage this first stock. Got some good combos early. Trying to continue the pressure with a pressuring shield of back air into a forward smash, taking the stock.
Man, Jose does not keep player one on disadvantage for very long because he always catches with the ledge trap. The edge guarding options are just so strong coming out from Jose. He's predicted probably about half of them, but player one's been doing a great job of staying on stage, so it hasn't come into play as often as we'd like to see. But we've got a great lead right now, 69% on 3 stocks. On a fresh 2 stock from player one, you want to get damage down. That is the name of the game. Pichu needs to have a stock advantage to have a real chance of coming back because of what we talked about last game, where you just constantly stack up the damage on yourself.
And something that's been happening in neutral is we've seen just a little bit tighter placed T-Jolts, placing so that they hit the shield, so it's safe for Pichu to land with an aerial or an empty hop. just a little bit tighter neutral, which has made all the difference. And here we're looking at a ledge guard situation.
That's what we wanted to see. Thunder Jolt into forcing a shield, and you get the grab mix-up. That is the goal for Jose, is to keep the damage climbing, and maybe even get another stock before you lose your own. He's spacing himself out really well here. Obviously, best of fives, I should have mentioned as well, had just started for this area of the bracket.
Diddy Kong, no stranger to comebacks though. Can get some insane combos going. With Banana, you can get these really, really early kills off the trip, but not here. Jose just looking firmly in control of neutral.
Barrel launcher catches the Pichu on the edge, so not able to edge guard that. But using Diddy Kong's own tactics against him, banana peel toss into forward smash.
And that's something kind of interesting because we've seen Jose a lot of times get the banana and just throw it off stage, just kind of not wanting to deal with it. Obviously, Pichu kind of wants to mash their faster options, and banana can sometimes prevent that because you have to do the throw. So interesting to see him actually use the banana.
Yeah, it's good to see that adaptation coming out from Jose, and he's keeping his stock lead here, which is exactly what we want to see. Now what's the goal? You rack up the damage, you get your opponent to 80-90% before you get your stock taken out, and then you've suddenly got tons of kill options presented to yourself. And if you're player 1, what's your goal? Your goal is to rack up damage, get the kills as fast as you can, and make sure that Pichu is not unpunished for rising their own damage.
Yeah, and we saw a player 1 get a pretty good combo off early in that stock, but Jose returning the fire, making some stuff happen. I think this is going to be, just as I say that.
Player 1 does a great job of understanding the game plan. I know that I'm Diddy Kong. I don't have a lot of stray hit kill options until you're at higher percentages, and I know that I have to take my time to build the damage up on you. I can't just force anything to happen, and that's what's going to possibly bring this back around for a possible 3-0 closer. But it's not looking good. It's 102%, and Pichu has plenty of kill options at this point.
Now look at how much player 1's kind of slowing this down. Not approaching, jumping. Obviously now we're seeing a little bit of neutral shenanigans. But really just deciding when to go in is a lot of what neutral is. And sometimes it can really mess up your opponent's timing if you just slow everything down. They have to adapt to that.
And Jose doing the smart thing here, which is pressuring but not overusing their own abilities. Since you are on your last stock, player 1's kind of relying on you to deal damage to yourself to make it even. Oh, but this is going to be a tough spot to be in. Not quite able to recover.
Yeah.
What a great stage spike coming out, and awesome offstage edge guard coming from Jose to make this a more competitive set. 2-1, but the counter pick stage goes back to player 1.
Yeah, that's scary. When you're in a set like this and you have to win 3 games in a row. If you win games, your opponent's going to get the counter pick, and that can be a little scary. Running it back to PS2, good stage for Diddy. I don't think an overwhelming advantage, but definitely nice platforms for him to do some stuff.
Hard agree. Yeah, there's no side platforms for you to just be able to camp on, and you kind of have to. You force your opponent to play exactly where you want them, which is either directly above you or directly next to you. You can't go to that horizontal angle unless you're holding center stage, which of course we see Jose is trying to do right now. That horizontal or that diagonal angle with the Thunder Jolts you can't really use on PS2 from anywhere but center stage. So I'm expecting us to see a lot of stage control fighting coming from both players.
Yeah, we've already seen Z-drop banana onto the platforms, which just honestly makes your options as the opponent. You don't have the option to go on that platform because you're going to run into the banana.
Exactly.
It really controls more stages than you would think for just a single banana.
But there we go. We have the banana peel into forward smash. I think there might have been a little bit of suspect DI there, but still ultimately a good confirm option coming out.
Some people may not know the peanut is an item, and we saw player 1 grab the peanut there, throw it up. Didn't really do anything off of it. Was trying to get fancy with it, but it was just kind of cool to see. Unfortunate.
Yeah, slamming into the stage there with the barrel launcher, putting yourself in free fall is a hard place to be, or maybe it was just a fast enough fall that he couldn't use barrel launcher again. But one thing that we didn't talk about that we just missed, Jose fully SD'd at 0%, possibly going for an edge guard, and so this is going to be a wildly uphill battle coming from the side of Jose.
And this is the point in time where a player's mental matters so much. When you SD like that, it really puts you. It really separates the good players from the great players if you come back, and it looks like he's got the composure
He has the composure, but the difficulty is, and this is just the nature of playing Pichu, is that you can't play patient. You can't throw out Thunder Jolts. You can't throw out aerials. You have to be calculated with every single move that you make when you are down a stock at 112% and your opponent kills you. I mean, it's over.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that was a great match. A lot of good neutral coming out. Players kind of, we saw some counter adaptation, obviously, with Jose getting one off there.